Okay, so what is a dipole? What is a dipole? Anyone?
Two equal and opposite charges separated by small
Small
distance.
distance, Superman. Dipole moment unit?
Coulomb meter.
Kilometer, good. Okay, what are the applications which you have seen in dipole moment? Applications under dipole and circuit, there are two concepts we have seen it.
Axial point.
Axial point, yes, yes. Continue பண்ணுங்க. Axial point. Hmm. Axial point. Correct only.
E
Yes, axial and equatorial actually. Okay, ரெண்டு applications வந்து we have seen in dipole. So first of all வந்து ஒரு தடவை ஏன்னா ரொம்ப நாள் ஆச்சுல we'll see the contents, not in detail about the concepts. Contents மட்டும் நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். So chapter 1 is your electrostatics, right? So இந்த chapter 1 electrostaticsல வந்து electrostatics நான் வந்து as per NCERT தான் நான் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன். Remember as per NCERT concepts எல்லாம் சேம் தான். NCERTல வந்து chapter 1 chapter 2 தனித்தனியா இருக்கும். So state boardல வந்து 1+2 ரெண்டு combined இருக்கும் electrostatics சொல்லி. So chapter 1 we'll discuss about the charge. So how the charge Can you able to hear me now? Is it
Yes,
audible?
sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
no, sorry, no, thank you. Sorry. And thanks for staying. Actually, power cut. என்னன்னே தெரியல. Right now. So, ரொம்ப டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ண வேண்டாம். We'll start your current electricity. Electrostatics கேட்டாலே பவர் போயிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. So, current electricity. Current electricity ல வந்து we are going to start the contents further பார்க்கலாம். என்னென்ன டாபிக்ஸ் இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So, in this current electricity topic, we are going to discuss about your resistance. Sorry, first of all, voltage na என்னன்னு நீங்க பாக்குறீங்க. அது சில பேருக்கு தெரியாது. I know that. Current என்னன்னு பாக்குறீங்க. And after that, your resistance. Resistance ல வந்து two types of resistance இருக்கு. One is your variable resistance, one is your fixed resistance. Fixed resistance ல from the ohms law, that is your from the color codings. With respect to your color codings, you are going to identify the value of the fixed resistance. அது ஒரு சின்ன relation இருக்கு, we'll discuss. And after that, in between, we'll try to understand your ohms law. So ohms law நீங்க வந்து identify பண்றீங்க. Okay. So and after that, so நீங்க வந்து பார்க்க போறது வந்து இதுல we are going to discuss about the term called resistivity. We'll try to understand your resistivity, and after that we'll try to understand your drift velocity. So how the electrons are traveling and opposite to your current. So what is the velocity and what is the current passing through it? So drift velocity we'll discuss, and after that we'll discuss about your current relation, conventional current relation, and after that we'll discuss about your relation with respect to your ohms law, that is a deduction your resistivity relation. R is equal to rho L by அங்கிருந்து நம்ம வந்து ஒரு சின்ன relation discuss பண்றோம் அங்கே. And after that, we'll discuss about the relation between J, sigma, and as well as your electric field. And after that, we'll discuss about your series and parallel connections. Resistance to series and parallel நம்ம பார்க்கலாம் இங்கே. And after that, we'll discuss about your EMF. EMF ல again series connection இருக்கு, again parallel connection இருக்கு. And after that, we'll discuss about your EMF. After that, KCL, KVL, KVL concepts ரொம்ப important. அது என்னன்னு பார்க்கிறோம். And Wheatstone bridge, and your meter bridge, and your potentiometer. So these are the basic and important topics. Okay, இதுல வந்து சின்ன சின்ன relations இருக்கு, like mobility இருக்கு, how the electrons are traveling இருக்கு, and other concepts எல்லாம் இருக்கு. We'll discuss one by one. Okay, so first of all, so can anyone tell me what is a voltage? கொஞ்சம் interaction இருந்தா கொஞ்சம் நல்லா இருக்குமா class? Yes, what is a voltage?
Something related with pressure.
Pressure, density, correct? Mass, viscosity, friction, correct? Okay. What is voltage? Okay, can you give some examples for voltage? Sir, what is different? What is potential difference, man? You already studied about your potential difference, right? What is potential difference? What is potential difference? Anyone? Wow, serious or anyone? What is potential difference? Okay, so potential difference, we already seen the relation. So it is work done is equal to, work done is equal to, there's a small relation here. God. So potential difference voltage almost similar தான் இருக்குமா. Potential difference relation definition it is the amount of work done in taking a unit charge from one point to other point. So நம்ம வந்து electrostaticல discuss பண்ணிருக்கோம். So there is an infinity location, there is a positive charge. We are bringing the infinity location positive charge from the infinity location to the point B, where we are taking the relation. The potential difference and சொல்லிட்டு பார்த்திருக்கோம். Potential difference, it is VB minus VA is equal to W by Q. Remember it. So VB minus VA is equal to your work done on your unit charge. That is your test charge on certain number relief. This is your potential difference. But now the charges pati number base. Here we are discussing about the voltages, where the charges are traveling from higher potential to lower potential. Remember, voltage is nothing but your potential difference only. So the charges are traveling from higher potential to your lower potential. This is a higher potential to lower potential. To lower potential. So potential difference also, potential difference voltage same. Either a symbol on the, so it has a positive terminal as well as negative terminal. Positive terminal indicates your higher potential, negative terminal indicates your lower potential. Okay, so it is your symbol V, and from the positive terminals only flow of charges will be there. So I'll consider this as current. So current is nothing but your flow of charges. Remember when we're discussing about the current, நான் வந்து ரொம்ப இது ஸ்ட்ரெச் பண்ண மாட்டேன். We'll see the concepts and we'll go to the next one. So current, electric current and சொல்லும்போது, so here the flow of current is nothing but your flow of electric charges through a conductor, correct? So current is nothing but your flow of charges. Flow of charges. Current is nothing but your flow of charges through a conductor. Through a conductor. Let's see a small example here. What I'll do, I'll take a small conductor. I'll take a small conductor. So assume this is a conductor. So in the conductor, I'll allow some charges passing through it. Assume. So there'll be some charges passing through it. Charges flow in the conductor. So here flow agradhu epdina. So for that, what I have to do, I have to add a voltage to it. Now on the voltage, potential difference now on the add பண்றேன். Positive terminal and as well as negative terminal. Current flow ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. This is your direction. So when we are discussing about the current, so இதுல வந்து flow of charges ன்னு சொல்றோம். Remember, flow of charges is nothing but your proton and as well as your electron. So the protons are traveling in the same direction to the current. Remember, the protons are traveling in the same direction to the current. So we call it as conventional current. We call it as conventional current. Remember it. It is your conventional current. இதுக்கு opposite direction தான். Always remember, electrons are traveling opposite to your current direction. Electrons are traveling opposite to your current direction. These are your electronic current. Electronic current. Remember it. So positive is your conventional current, negative is your electronic current. Remember it. Okay, now, so in this electronic current, it is opposite to your current direction. So we know the relation current I is equal to your Q by T, that is your flow of charges with respect to time period. Okay, and when we are discussing about the smallest changes and so I is equal to your dq by dt. I is equal to your dq by dt. You already know. And either a unit on the, it is your ampere, charge or a unit on the coulomb, time or a unit on the second. So we can say ampere or coulomb per second, and voltage or a unit on the volt. We already know. Okay, volt and solana, or sometimes when you're discussing about the charge, it is your joule per coulomb. Okay, remember these relations. So conventional current now, positive charges, it is in the same direction to the current. Negative and solana, it will be opposite direction to the current. That current we call it as electronic current. Now, so next one is your Ohm's law. Ohm's law. So what is Ohm's law? Anyone?
V is equal to IR.
V is equal to IR. Yes, correct. So here the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to your potential difference. Remember, current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to your potential difference. So we can say that, so V is directly proportional to your current. That is, a potential difference is directly proportional to your current here. Okay, so let's see in this case. So in the proportional, that is your dependent voltage current render the dependencies. So when you remove the dependencies, what will happen?
Sir, your voice is slowly getting slow.
Slowly getting
Your voice
slow,
is getting
ma.
slow. It is not stable.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
பொறுமையா போகுது.
பொறுமையா போயிட்டு இருக்கா. Sorry, ma, some network issues. So I told you, right? Power cut இருக்கு. So even if I turn on my video, you can see what will happen here. Okay, full dark இருக்கு. I'm just sitting idle here. So mobile la வந்து நான் network connect பண்ணிட்டு I'm just I'll go slowly then. I'll try to go slowly. Okay. So voltage current ரெண்டு dependent to each other இருக்கு. நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா, I'm just taking a proportional constant. In the proportional constant தான் is your resistance. This is your resistance. So we can say the relation voltage is equal to your I into R. Remember, V is equal to IR. In the resistance, it depends upon your conductor. நீங்க என்ன கண்டக்டர் எடுத்துக்கிறீங்களோ அந்த கண்டக்டரோட ரெசிஸ்டிவ் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி தான் நம்ம இங்க வந்து ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸா கன்சிடர் பண்றோம். Depends upon the material here. Remember it. Or if you want to find the resistance எனக்கு வேணும்னா இந்த ரிலேஷன்ல R is equal to V divided by I. So that means current is inversely proportional. Okay. So current value increase பண்ணனும்னா, that is resistance value increase பண்ணனும்னா current will be decreasing. It is your inversely proportional. So resistance is nothing but your ability to oppose a flow of charges passing through it. Okay, it will try to oppose a flow of charges. So when we are discussing about the resistance, there is one more term called resistor. So resistor and சொல்லிட்டு we call it as a device. A resistor is a device. A resistance is the ability. Resistance is the ability here. Okay, remember ability to oppose the flow of charges. So now let's see that. So நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா ஒரு small graph நான் draw பண்றேன். So the graphல வந்து x-axis y axis வருதுப்பா. So x-axis indicates your voltage and y-axis indicates your current. So ரெண்டு ப்ரொபோஷனல் சொல்லியிருக்கும். ஸோ ரெண்டு ப்ரொபோஷனல் சொல்லும்போது நான் வந்து வோல்டேஜ் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும், கரண்ட் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகும். அப்போ கிராஃப் என்ன ஆகும், இட் வில் பி ஸ்லைட்லி இன்க்ரீசிங் போர்ஷன். ஸோ யூனிஃபார்ம்லி இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகும் இந்த மாதிரி. பட் வோல்டேஜ் கரண்ட் ரெண்டுமே ப்ரொபோஷனல் இருந்தாலும் ரிமெம்பர் கிராஃப் இந்த மாதிரி லீனியரா வராது. பிகாஸ் இட் இஸ் அன் ஐடியல் கேஸ். ஐடியல் கேஸ்ல தான் இந்த மாதிரி கிராஃப் வந்து அப்ளிகபிள் ஆகும். லெட்ஸ் ஒரு சின்ன எக்ஸாம்பிள் பார்ப்போம். ஸோ அங்கே வந்து வோல்டேஜ் வந்து ஒரு 15 volts நான் அப்ளை பண்றேன் அக்ராஸ் திஸ் கண்டக்டர். ஸோ இஃப் போத் ஆர் சிமிலர் ப்ரொபோஷனல் சொல்லும்போது கரண்ட் ஷுட் பி சேம், கரெக்ட்? ஸோ கரண்ட் சேமா தான் இருக்கும், பட் இட் இஸ் நாட் அட் ஆல் பாசிபிள். ஓகே, ஸோ இட் இஸ் அன் ஐடியல் கேஸ். ஸோ ரிமெம்பர் இந்த கரண்ட் ரெடியூஸ் பண்றது தான் வி ஆர் யூசிங் எ ரெசிஸ்டர். அந்த ரெசிஸ்டர் டிபெண்ட்ஸ் அப்பான் யுவர் மெட்டீரியல். இது வரைக்கும் நான் வந்து இதோட லென்த் ஏரியா பத்தி நான் பேசுறேன். when we are discussing about the length and area of the conductor, we call the term as resistivity. Okay, so let's see. So resistance we know that R is equal to V by I. அது இதோட யூனிட் வந்து வோல்டேஜோட யூனிட். வோல்டேஜ் யூனிட் வந்து வோல்ட் and current unit வந்து ஆம்பியர். So we can say volt ampere inverse or ohm is your unit for resistance. Is your ohm. Okay, so அந்த அதோட symbol வந்து you already know. This is your ohm symbol. So resistance னு சொல்லும்போது there are two types of resistance. One is your fixed resistance னு சொல்றோம், one is your variable resistance னு சொல்றோம். இதோட indications எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பார்ப்போம். So this is your resistance R. This is your resistance R. And resistance order variable resistance order symbol under like this. This is your variable resistance. Okay, variable resistance is nothing but your rheostat. நீங்க வந்து லேப்ல ட்ரை பண்ணிருப்பீங்க, where there is a winding around it, ஒரு cylindrical structure solenoid இருக்கும். So here if you vary it, what will happen, resistance value increase ஆகும், current value decrease ஆகும். So that is your variable resistance, a rheostat. This is a symbol R. Okay, so and if you want to measure the voltages, remember our circuit on the, if you want to measure the voltages, we have to add, or we have to connect a voltmeter in parallel. Remember voltmeter on the parallel connect panada, we can able to measure the voltage. Voltmeter should be connected in parallel, always remember. So ammeter should be connected in series. So நீங்க already தெரியும் உங்களுக்கு, but still I'm telling you. So voltmeter on the I have to connect in parallel only, ammeter on the I have to connect in series. Remember, then only we can able to measure the readings. Remember it. So and here in this case, when we are discussing about the resistance, okay, so there are some factors affecting the resistance. I told you, right, length, area, so the factor affecting the resistance. இது நீங்க வந்து just a flow ல பாருங்க, ஏன்னா வந்து because I don't have power, so எப்போ வேணாலும் disconnect ஆகலாம். So I'll send you the screenshots, you don't worry. So flow ல வந்து பாருங்க, doubt இருந்தா you just stop me. So let's see the factors affecting the resistance. Factors affecting the resistance. So factor affecting the resistance only, we called it as your resistivity. We call it as resistivity. Let's see. So first one, I told you already, length. Next, your area. So length, area. And third one, nature of the material. Nature of material. Remember. So length variation irundha resistivity வந்து vary ஆகும், area இருந்தாலும் variation இருந்தாலும் resistance vary ஆகும், and as well as its nature also. Let's see the relations here one by one. So here if you see that, so assuming I'm just taking a conductor, if I increase the length of the conductor, so conductor oda length na increase pantena, other resistance value increase ஆயிடும். So that means both are proportional to each other. So R is directly proportional to your L. Length of the conductor increase panna, resistance வந்து increase ஆகும். Okay, now same thing for the area. Now suppose if the area of the conductor increases, area of the conductor increases, area வந்து நான் wide spread பண்ணிருக்கேன், area நான் வந்து increase பண்ணும்போது இதோட resistance value வந்து decrease ஆகும். Okay, so both are inversely proportional. So R is directly proportional to your 1 by E. Remember it. And either a resistance on the conductor depends upon the nature of the material, what type of material which we are using, other base panida, so in the resistance value on the depend. Let's see, for example, on the nature of the material and some example nichrome. So nichrome Okay. Okay, nichrome wire and சொல்லும்போது it is much sensitive than your copper. So nichrome wire is much sensitive than your copper. Okay, so sensitive than your copper. So and when we are discussing about the copper, equal length இருக்கும், area of cross section இருக்கும். So when you are combining these parts, resistance is directly proportional to your length by its area. Remember, resistance is that proportional length by area. If the proportional இருக்கு, when you equate it, what will happen? There will be a proportional constant K into L divided by A. This K be called as your resistivity. It is your resistivity. So இதோட symbol தான் rho ன்னு சொல்றோம். So R is equal to rho L by A. R is equal to rho L by A. R, I can rewrite the relation as rho is equal to RA divided by L. இதோட யூனிட் பார்க்கலாம். ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸோட யூனிட் வந்து ஓம்ஸ், ஏரியா யூனிட் வந்து மீட்டர் ஸ்கொயர், and the length வந்து மீட்டர். So meter will get cancelled. So the resistivity unit is your ohm meter. Okay, so please take it. இது மெமரைஸ் பண்ணிக்கோ, இது சின்ன டர்ம்ஸ் தான். So when we got the resistance, resistivity, so there is a term called conductance and conductivity. So conductance is nothing but your opposing of your resistance. So where resistance and சொல்லும்போது it will try to oppose the flow of charges. Conductance and சொல்லும்போது, so it will allow all the electric charges flowing through it. The symbol for conductance I'll take as G. G as conductance. Conductance is equal to your 1 by resistance, 1 by R. And இதோட unit வந்து, so ohm inverse, so like this, R mho, so MHO. Okay, R, we can write it as mho, MHO. Okay, this is your unit for conductance. Conductance is சொல்லும்போது resistance வந்து reciprocal, which allow all the charges passing, which allows the charges passing through it, passing through conductor. Okay, so இது conductance. And same thing, conductivity இருக்கும். Conductivity, the symbol for conductivity is your sigma. So sigma is equal to your 1 by rho. Sigma is equal to 1 by rho, that is your 1 by resistivity. 1 by resistivity, remember it. So 1 by resistivity. 1 by resistivity and சொல்லும்போது அதோட யூனிட் பார்க்கலாம். Resistance ஓட யூனிட் வந்து ohm meter. So or we can write it as ohm meter inverse, or we can say it as mho meter inverse. Okay, these are your units. Orma? Others, is it over? Okay, good. Let's see next one. So when we are discussing about the Ohm's law, so இதோட deduction பத்தி நம்ம discuss பண்ணோம். So vector form of Ohm's law. Next one, vector form of Ohm's law. vector form of Ohm's law. So we know the relation. So electric field, உங்களுக்கு already தெரியும், நீங்க வந்து எலக்ட்ரோஸ்டாட்டிக்ஸ்ல படிச்சிருக்கீங்க. electric field E is equal to V by L ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நீங்க பார்த்துருக்கீங்க. where L is your length of the conductor சொல்லலாம், இல்ல radius of the conductor சொல்லலாம். electric field E is equal to V by remove V. And also from the Ohm's law we know that V is equal to IR. I'm going to write the relation in your vector form. Okay, so நல்லா பார்த்துக்கோங்க, ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் இது ஸ்கேலார் தான், current is a scalar quantity. So voltage and சொல்லும்போது it is a scalar quantity. Remember எல்லாமே வந்து scalar quantities தான். Okay, now I need to convert this into your vector form. Remember it. So what I'll do, so we know the relation resistance R is equal to rho L by A. I'm going to substitute the relation here. When I do substitute, the relation will be is I into your rho L divided by A is equal to V. I into rho L divided by A into V. So இங்க வந்து V ஆளுங்க V is equal to E into L. So electric field E into L is equal to I into rho L divided by E. So LL will get cancelled. So electric field E is equal to rho I by E. Electric field E is equal to rho I by A. Remember, இங்க வந்து rho I by A ன்னு சொல்லும்போது, so here there is a term called current density. Current density. So it is your vector quantity, current density. Current density would a relation, the symbol is J. J is equal to the ratio between the current and its area. So I by A. So J is equal to I by A. I'm going to substitute the relation here. So electric field E vector is equal to rho into your J vector. Or I can rewrite the relation as J vector is equal to, it is a rho, 1 by rho is nothing but your sigma, that is your conductivity. Sigma into your electric field E vector. So this is your vector form of your Ohm's law. So where rho is your resistivity, this is your resistivity, and this is your conductivity. Okay, and remember, suppose questions la varumbodhu vector form of Ohm's law na J is equal to sigma E or E is equal to rho J. Okay, and scalar form of your Ohm's law சொல்லும்போது V is equal to IR. Okay, remove it. Is it over? Let me know. Okay, good. So others, chinada. We'll see next one. Remember, when we are discussing about the materials on the resistance based on the depend on it. Okay, so let's see the terms, other relationship. So classification of materials. So you already know but the resistance values. So classification of your materials. Classification of materials. So under this classification of materials, so there is a term called resistivity. In terms of resistivity, so there are three types of materials. You already know. One is your conductor, one is your insulator, and one is your semiconductor. Conductor, insulator, okay, and your semiconductor. Now on the ranges matunda number discuss pannalam. Okay, so it depends upon the material, that means nature of the material based panni the ranges on the vary. Remember. So when you're discussing about the conductors which conduct electricity. Okay, which conduct electricity. The materials which conduct electricity we call it as conductors. So these are your good conductors. Other ratios it has a low resistivities. Remember, conductors these are your low resistivities. low resistivities. Low resistivities அதோட ranges வந்து 10 power minus 8 ohm meter to 10 power minus 6 ohm meter. Remember. And insulators வந்து these are your high resistivity. So because இங்க வந்து current வந்து flow ஆகாது. These are your high resistivity values. The ranges வந்து it is more than 10 power 4 ohm meters. Okay, more than 10 power 4 meters, or if it is a very high resistivity values so it is a 10 power 14 ohm meter to 10 power your 16 ohm meter. This is your insulators. And semiconductors it is in between your conductors and as well as insulators, partially conducts ஆகும். So the same term we'll discuss in your electronic device, that is your semiconductors last chapter. So the term is 10 power minus 6 ohm meter to your 10 power 16 ohm meter. Okay, these are your semiconductors. These are the three types of materials which we are going to commonly we'll use it. Okay, now next one is your color codings of resistors. Whatever the resistance which we are discussing here, as per your NCERT, as per your textbooks, state book, four band resistors and solid. Four band resistors சொல்லும்போது so here color codings வந்து 4 கலர் தான் இருக்கும். 6 band இருக்கு, 4 band இருக்கு, 8 band இருக்கு. Okay, so but as per textbook வந்து we are only seeing 4 band resistors. So let's see the resistance. Color coding of carbon resistors. Color code for your carbon resistors. Color code for your carbon resistors. Let's see that. So in this color code for carbon resistors, okay, so first of all, இதோட color coding பார்க்கலாம். Can anyone tell me what are the color sequences for the resistor identification? If you remember it, you can tell me. What are the colors? Anyone?
Green,
Green,
blue,
blue,
and last one like gold and silver.
gold and silver.
That's all.
நம்ம நாலு தான் சொன்னேன்.
Sir,
Okay, anyone?
brown, black,
Brown,
red,
black,
orange, yellow,
purple, purple வருமா?
green,
Green, blue,
blue.
gold and silver. Correct? Okay, sorry.
Yes.
So you maybe studied it. Okay, so idhula vandu to memorize these colors, okay, there is a sentence formation. Okay, you may remember that. So BB Roy of Great Britain has very good wife and so a sentence. BB Roy of Great Britain has a very good wife. Very good wife. Okay, so remember when we are discussing about the color codings, color எப்பவுமே வந்து darker color நந்து lighter color க்கு start ஆகும். Darker color நந்து lighter color க்கு end ஆகும். Remember it. Darker color வந்து it is black. Lighter color it is your white. So here totally 10 colors are there. Remember 10 colors are there. Let's see one by one. So இதுல வந்து what I'll do, இதுல வந்து I'll remove the small letters. எல்லா small letters நான் remove பண்ணிடுறேன். So let's see the colors here. So total there should be 10 colors. So here it starts with the darker color and solirken. Let's see that. So first of all is black, black, brown, okay, red, orange, yellow, okay, so green, blue, violet, gray, and white. So these are your 10 colors. It starts from 0. So BB Roy, so BB Roy of Great Britain has a very good wife. So these are your colors. It starts from 0 and ends with the last number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There are 10 colors are there. Okay. Now apart from these colors, நீங்க இதுக்கு முன்னாடி சொல்லிருக்கீங்க யாரோ சொன்னீங்க gold, silver ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு சொல்லிருக்கீங்க. So those are, we call it as limitations, or we can say tolerance. So TOLERANC, tolerance. Okay, limitations is சொல்லலாம், tolerance is சொல்லலாம். So gold is your 5%. Okay, silver is your 10%. And your no color combinations color that is your 20%. So whatever we are discussing here is on the 4-band resistance based on discuss remember it. Okay, let's see that. So gold, silver and no color. But chinna example so this is 4 color combinations that I discuss. So this is your resistor. Remember when we discuss about the resistors construction, so there are 2 metal terminals are there. So metal contacts, 2 metal terminals. This is positive or negative. So current can be flown in either way, any direction. Okay. Now let's see that. So for this, it is your carbon material. So this is the 4 bands. So I'll take this one as 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is the cylindrical structure. Okay, let's see. So colors, I'll give the colors as first one brown, second one red, third one I'll give it as a green, and fourth one I'll give it as silver. Remember in the color coding the last towards your right in the right side and the tolerance colors like your silver, gold, no color and the combinations so we can able to measure it. Remember, so here right side silver, gold, no color combinations. Okay, let's see. So for that, what I'll do, so this is APC so it is A line, B line, C and D. So to convert these resistance colors into your resistance values, so it's chinna formula AB into 10 power C plus or minus a D percentage. AB into 10 power C plus or minus D percentage. Remember, AB is a multiplication. It is just a multiplication. Okay, sorry. Okay. So it's just adding, joining. So AB is just joining. Okay. So this is multiply now add it's just joining it. Sorry. Okay. So brown, what is the color for brown? Number for brown? Brown is 1. Okay. And the next one is a red. Red is 2 into 10 power C. C is green. C is green. Green is 5. 10 power 5 plus or minus a tolerance. It is your silver and silver is 10%. Remember. So the value of the resistor is 12 into 10 power 5 plus or minus 10%. Okay. Now the AB on the join the multiply add. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's see. So I'll take one more example here. So I'll take one more example. A red, orange. So second one, orange, yellow, white, and silver. And third one, so I'll take it as gray, green, violet, gold. Okay, so these are your 3 examples. Let's see. So values please take it. So these are your examples. Red and the color for the number for red is 2. Okay, first one answer 2 and red again 2 into orange is your 3. So it is 2 into 10 power 3 plus or minus color fourth color combination. When there is no color, so we have to take 20%. So let's see the second one. Second one, the orange, yellow, white, silver. Orange is 3, yellow is 4, white is your 9, plus or minus, silver is your 10%. And the third one is your gray, green, violet, and gold. Gray, green, gray is 8, green is your 5, into 10 power, violet is your 7, plus or minus, a gold is your 5%. So these are your values, predictions. Please take it. Simple diagram. Just remove it. Overma. Okay, good. So let's see next one. So next is, so here we'll discuss about your drift velocity, conventional current and all. All right, now. Okay. So next one we'll discuss about your drift velocity. Okay, your conventional current, okay, and after that we'll discuss about your relations with your resistivity, the derivation of R is equal to rho L by A again with respect to drift velocity and conventional current. And after that we'll discuss about the relation J sigma E, and after that we'll discuss about some relations with respect to your mobility part. Okay, step by step number பார்ப்போம். So earlier நம்ம discuss பண்றது only voltage, current, அதோட resistance, color coding மட்டும்தான். Now we'll discuss about the in detail about the drift velocity, how the electrons are drifted, so from negative towards the positive. So first one, let's just see that. So make a heading, drift velocity and relaxation time. Drift velocity and relaxation time. And a relaxation time. Drift velocity and relaxation time. Let's see that. So here what I'll do, I'll take a conductor. I'm just taking conductor. Earlier number discuss பண்ணலாம். So what I'll do, I'll take a conductor. சின்ன conductor எடுத்துக்கிறேன். So it is your cylindrical structure conductor. So cylindrical structure conductor நான் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். And in the conductor it has its own length. Okay, length இருக்கு and as well as area. The length of the conductor I'll take it as L. And there is an area. I'll take the area of the conductor as A. So what I'll do in the conductor, I'll connecting towards your terminal. That is your voltage. Connect towards the terminal. I'm just connecting the voltage. So this is your positive. This is your voltage, and in the voltage, the terminals will be the positive terminal as well as negative terminal. In the voltage, current flow. This is your current. So current will be flowing through it. Current flow ஆயிட்டுனா, remember the protons will be in the same direction. So we call it as conventional current. So இதுக்கு electrons will be traveling opposite way. We call it as electronic current. Let's see. In the conductor they'll be having some free electrons which are traveling from negative towards the positive. These are your free electrons which will traveling opposite to your current direction. Okay, so let's see. These are your free electrons. Okay, so here remember you already know about the electric field. So assuming the length of the conductor தெரியும், either a potential difference V தெரியும், so that means there is an electric field E. So we know the relation electric field E is equal to V by L. Remember it. Electric field will be there, so in the length of the conductor தெரியும். So in this case, if you see that the electrons, what are the electrons which are drifting from negative towards the positive? Remember, these are drifting, these are free electrons, drifted electrons, these are your slippery electrons. So these electrons are drifted from negative towards the positive. So we call it as your drift velocity. Okay, it will gain some velocity. That velocity we call it as a drift velocity. Okay, so this drift velocity. And they'll be having some collision between the molecule to molecule. So that means electron to electron, they'll be having some small collisions. And the collisions, it will take time between the collisions. We call it as relaxation time. Tau. Okay, relaxation time between your collision, successive collision between two elements. Let's see. So when it is moving, so what will happen? There'll be an acceleration having on the charge particle. We'll see one by one. So we need to find the drift velocity. To find the drift velocity, first of all, we'll see the forces acting on it. So we know the relation force F is equal to Q into E. Remember, F is equal to QE and சொல்லிட்டு நம்மளுக்கு already தெரியும் இந்த relation we already seen it. So ஒரு charge particle move பண்ணும்போது what will happen? There is a force acting on it because of the electric field. So அது வந்து repel ஆகலாம் இல்லைன்னா வந்து attract ஆகலாம். So here we are going to discuss about the electron, that is your negative charge particle. So I'll take the relation as F is equal to minus E into capital E. Okay, and force and சொல்லும்போது it has its own acceleration. So force is equal to mass into acceleration, and this mass is nothing but your mass of electron. So it is equal to minus E into capital E. So acceleration E is equal to minus small e capital E divided by m. This is your acceleration. Now what we need to find? We need to find your velocity with which the electrons are traveling. So the velocity divided by time is nothing but your acceleration. So velocity is equal to acceleration into time. This time is nothing but your successive collisions. Okay, this is your relaxation time. I'll take the stop. So drift velocity Vd is equal to acceleration is minus E capital E divided by m into tau. This is your drift velocity with which the electrons are traveling here. Now on the one single particle base பண்ணி discuss பண்றோம். இதுல வந்து number of particles சொல்லும்போது into n. Let's see the relations. So now we are going to discuss about the current. Drift velocity theorem. Now we are going to find the current. Current and சொல்லும்போது, so here there are n number of electrons are traveling from one point to other point. That means it has its own length and it has its own area. So அப்போ வந்து நான் volume base பண்ணி தான் நான் consider பண்றேன். So let's see that. So let the number of electrons per unit volume. The volume base பண்ணி நம்ம consider பண்ணோம். Number of electrons per unit volume. So or we can say it as electron density. Mass by volume and சொல்லும்போது mass density and சொல்றோம். Electron by density, electron by volume, we call it as electron density. So the symbol I'll take it as small n. Small n is nothing but your number of electrons divided by its volume. So where n is equal to number of electrons here, remember it. So and V is nothing but your volume. So n is your number of electrons and V is your volume of conductor. Let's see. So here in this case, when we are discussing about the volume of the conductor, V is equal to, it has its own area and it has its own length of the conductor. V is equal to A into F, where V is equal to your volume. Remember it. So let's see that. So here we know that the number of electrons traveling in a conductor length L and சொல்லும்போது, so number of electrons N is equal to, capital N is equal to small n into V. So where N into V is nothing but your area into length. I'll take this one as first relation. So இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா, இந்த number of electrons travel ஆயிருக்கு, so you have to multiply. So when you are multiplying, then only I can able to find the charges. So let's see the relations. Here, when we are discussing about the total charge in the length of the conductor, remember the total charges in length of the conductor. Okay, so length of the conductor you already know. So உங்களுக்கு ஒரு relation தெரியும். So quantization சொல்றோம். So capital Q is equal to n times your electrons and சொல்லிட்டு you already know that quantization property. So it is your one of the property in your charges. So in the small n is nothing but your number of electrons. I'll take this capital N into your electrons. So this capital N is nothing but your small n into area into L into your electron. I'll take this one as second relation. Okay, so we got the charges. Now I need to find your current. So we know that current I is equal to Q by T. Current I is equal to Q by time period T. But இங்க வந்து நம்ம discuss பண்றது with respect to your drift velocity. So I'll take the relation drift velocity V is equal to your length of the conductor divided by time period. So from this relation, time period T is equal to L by Vd. I'm going to substitute the relation here. So Q is equal to your N A L E divided by time is L by Vd. So LL will get cancelled. So the relation is, so I is equal to NEA Vd. This is your current one. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Is it over? Okay, ma'am. Right. So we'll do one thing. We'll stop here. Okay. So next class we'll continue. We'll try to complete it. Okay. Idhula vandu there are some relations are there, and we'll try to do some problems on it. Okay, ma'am. So any doubts so far?
No, sir.
Okay. So we'll see next class. So next class la vandu we'll see class la vandu adu thaniya povum, and class 12 thaniya povum. Class 12th la vandu next class idoda continuation paakalam, and try to do some problems also. Okay. Please do prepare, ma'am. Right. Right, ma'am. So we'll see next class. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Let's see.